Have you ever wondered why some women seem to get deeply emotionally attached to a man, while others remain distant no matter how much time you spend together? The answer isn't just about chemistry or physical attraction, it's about psychology. Here's the hidden truth. When a woman begins to emotionally bond with you, you don't just exist in her life, you exist in her mind. She thinks about you in the morning while sipping her coffee, she drifts to thoughts of you while at work, and you even show up in her head before she falls asleep at night. The more she thinks about you, the more she craves you. That craving doesn't just make her affectionate, it pulls her toward you on a deeper level, often increasing intimacy and the desire to be close. But there's a twist that most men don't realize. If she becomes too emotionally attached, things can take a toxic turn. Suddenly, the woman who once seemed like your dream partner may become needy, overly jealous, or desperate for your attention. Instead of nurturing the spark between you, she suffocates it with constant demands for validation. That's why the real key is balance. You want her to feel emotionally connected, but not so obsessed that she becomes clingy or drains the relationship. And in this video, I'll reveal 11 powerful psychological strategies that make a woman emotionally attached to you, without destroying the natural spark. These are not manipulative tricks, but proven methods that work like magnets on her emotions. By the end, you'll know exactly how to create a deep bond while keeping things fun, exciting, and healthy. Stay tuned until the very end, because strategy number 11 is the biggest mistake men make, and it can completely ruin her attachment if you don't understand it. 1. Give her space to miss you. It sounds counterintuitive, but one of the most effective ways to build emotional attachment is by stepping back. If you're always present, texting her all day, calling nonstop, or meeting every chance you get, she never has the opportunity to miss you. And if she doesn't miss you, she doesn't crave you. This is where most guys go wrong. They smother women with too much attention because they're afraid of losing them. But ironically, this constant availability makes her take you for granted. The more she sees you, the less she values those moments. The solution? Create intentional distance. Text her less often. Don't hang out every single day. End conversations when they're still engaging instead of dragging them out. When you give her this space, something powerful happens. Curiosity kicks in. She starts asking herself, why hasn't he texted me yet? Is he busy? Is he with someone else? That mystery builds intrigue, and intrigue is the root of emotional attachment. So remember, absence isn't a weakness, it's a weapon. Give her room to miss you, and she'll naturally want to chase you more. 2. Playfully tease her. Once you've created space, you don't want her emotions to feel flat or empty. You want to fill that space with excitement. And one of the best ways to do that is through playful teasing. Now, teasing isn't about being rude or cutting her down. It's about adding lighthearted unpredictability into your interactions. Women are emotionally wired to enjoy small roller coasters of emotion, and playful teasing creates exactly that. For example, give her a cute nickname that only you use. Playfully exaggerate her quirks, like how she always orders the same thing at her favorite cafe, or how she insists she's only 5 minutes late, when it's always 20. When you do this, she doesn't just laugh, she starts associating those bursts of happiness directly with you. Psychology is simple here, emotions stick. If she laughs and feels joy around you, her brain will link those positive emotions to your presence. She won't just enjoy talking to you in the moment, she'll replay it in her mind later, craving more of those experiences. So don't underestimate playful teasing. It's not just flirting, it's emotional anchoring. 3. Let her chase you. Here's a truth most men never figure out. A woman becomes more emotionally attached when she invests in you. Why? Because human nature makes us value what we work for. If she puts an effort to win your attention, her emotional bond to you deepens automatically. This doesn't mean you disappear and make her do all the work. It means you create opportunities for her to contribute. End conversations while they're still exciting instead of waiting until they fade. Let her text first sometimes instead of always being the one to initiate. Allow her to suggest plans or ask when she'll see you again. When she begins to chase you in small ways, her emotions invest in the process. She thinks, I need to keep his attention. I don't want to lose him. That little bit of worry, mixed with curiosity, fuels her attachment. Men who always chase never give women this chance. And when she doesn't invest, she doesn't bond. So let her do some of the chasing, and watch her emotional attachment grow. 4. Reward her effort. Now, here's where most men mess things up. They either chase too much, or they ignore her efforts completely. If she invests energy into you and you act indifferent, she'll feel unappreciated and pull back. The key is rewarding her without overdoing it. Rewarding doesn't mean showering her with gifts or desperate praise. It's about showing genuine appreciation. If she plans something special, thank her sincerely. If she gives you a compliment, smile and acknowledge it instead of brushing it off. If she does something thoughtful, let her see that it matters to you. When you reward her efforts in small, meaningful ways, you create a feedback loop. She invests in you, she feels appreciated, so she invests even more. That cycle builds powerful emotional momentum and makes her feel that being with you is worth it. This is how you build attachment without being manipulative, by making her efforts feel valuable. 5. Stop chasing her. This is one of the hardest lessons for men to learn, but it's absolutely crucial. If you constantly chase her, you're silently sending one clear message: I need you more than you need me. And nothing kills attraction faster than neediness. When you chase too hard, the power balance flips. She starts seeing herself as the prize while you're the one scrambling for approval. Over time, she loses respect, and the emotional connection fades. Instead, focus on letting things unfold naturally. Build your own life, have your own goals, and let her come to you when she's ready. By not chasing, you maintain mystery, strength, and confidence, all qualities that women find irresistible. Think of it like a flower. If you tug at the petals trying to force it open, you destroy it. But if you allow it to bloom naturally, its beauty unfolds on its own. Relationships work the same way. So stop chasing, and watch how much more she begins to chase you. 6. Create emotional safety. Never judge her. If you want her to truly bond with you, she has to feel like she can open up completely without fear. Emotional attachment thrives in safety. But the moment she feels judged, criticized, or misunderstood, that bond begins to crumble. For example, if she shares something personal, maybe about her past or an insecurity, and your reaction is, "Why would you do that?" or, "That makes no sense," you've just slammed the door shut. To her, those words feel like rejection. And rejection kills trust. Instead, focus on listening. Let her speak without interrupting. Ask questions that encourage her to go deeper, like, "What happened next?" or, "How did that make you feel?" Show empathy, even if you don't fully understand her perspective. When she feels accepted in her most vulnerable state, she'll trust you with her emotions. And that trust transforms into deep attachment. Remember, physical attraction may bring her close, but emotional safety is what makes her stay. 7. Use gentle, meaningful touch. Touch is one of the most powerful communication tools we have. It bypasses logic and speaks straight to the heart. When you touch her with respect, care, and intention, you trigger emotions that link directly to you. It doesn't have to be intense or overly physical. A warm hug that lingers a second longer. Holding her hand as you walk together. A kiss on the forehead that says, "I care about you." Not just, "I desire you." An arm around her shoulders that makes her feel protected. These gestures aren't about lust, they're about comfort, warmth, and emotional closeness. And here's the key: when she begins to associate your touch with feelings of safety and joy, she'll crave that connection again and again. Over time, your presence becomes addictive, not because of words, but because of how you make her feel through touch. 8. Spark deep emotional conversations. Too many men keep conversations surface level. They talk about what she did, where she went, or what she ate. But those facts don't create bonds, they're just small talk. If you want her emotionally invested, you need to go deeper. Don't just ask, "Where was the concert?" Ask, "What was your favorite part of it? How did the music make you feel in that moment?" See the difference? One is informational, the other is emotional. When she shares her feelings, she's reliving them. And if you connect with her by sharing your own experiences, you're creating a mirror of emotions. That mirror makes her feel like you truly understand her. When she feels understood in ways others don't provide, she'll start to see you as special, unique, and irreplaceable. And that's when emotional attachment skyrockets. 9. Make her laugh often. If there's one universal truth in human connection, it's this: laughter bonds people together. When you make her laugh, you're not just entertaining her, you're anchoring joy directly to your presence. Now, this doesn't mean you need to memorize jokes or try to be a stand-up comedian. Humor works best when it's natural and playful. Use light sarcasm, never cruel sarcasm. Playfully exaggerate little situations. Tell funny stories from your life where you messed up in a silly way. The key is to show her you don't take yourself too seriously. When she sees that, she relaxes. She feels comfortable being her real self. And comfort, mixed with laughter, creates a powerful emotional bond. Remember, she might forget the exact words you said, but she'll never forget how much fun she had around you. Men who can make women laugh don't just win attention, they win hearts. 10. Stop trying to impress her. Here's one of the most common mistakes men make. They think emotional attachment is built by showing off. They brag about their job, their car, their achievements, thinking it'll make her more interested. But here's the harsh truth. When you try too hard to impress, you're silently admitting, "You're above me, and I need to prove my worth." That dynamic destroys attraction. Instead, focus on authenticity. Don't force your value, live it. Let her naturally see your ambitions, your passions, and your drive through your actions. When she notices how you live with purpose and confidence, she'll feel a natural pull toward you. Confidence is magnetic. Desperation is repulsive. So stop seeking her approval and start embodying the man she'll admire without effort. 11. Let her fully express her emotions. This final step is where most men fail, and it's the one that matters most. When a woman feels something strongly, whether it's joy, sadness, frustration, or excitement, you need to let her express it fully. Too many men try to cut it off. If she's crying, they say, "Don't cry." If she's excited, they downplay it. If she's angry, they change the subject. And each time you do that, you make her feel misunderstood. Instead, embrace her emotions. If she laughs, laugh with her. If she's upset, sit with her and listen. If she's excited, celebrate it as if it were your own victory. By giving her the freedom to release her emotions in front of you, you become the safe space she longs for. When a woman can express her entire emotional range without fear, she bonds with you at the deepest level possible. That's when attachment transforms from temporary interest into lasting connection. Quick recap. If you want a woman to become emotionally attached in a way that's healthy, powerful, and lasting, here's the blueprint. 1. Give her space to miss you. 2. Tease her playfully. 3. Let her chase you. 4. Reward her effort. 5. Stop chasing. 6. Create emotional safety by never judging her. 7. Use gentle, meaningful touch. 8. Spark deep emotional conversations. 9. Make her laugh. 10. Stop trying to impress her. 11. Let her fully express emotions. When you apply these strategies, something powerful happens. She doesn't just like you, she starts to need you. She feels safe, valued, understood, and emotionally connected in ways she can't explain. And here's the secret most men never learn. A woman might forget the details of your words, but she'll never forget how you made her feel. If you found this video eye-opening, don't forget to hit the like button so more men can discover these hidden truths. Subscribe to The Stoic Path for more powerful insights into attraction and relationships. And now, I want to hear from you. Out of these 11 strategies, which one do you personally find the most challenging? Drop your answer in the comments. I'd love to know your experience. Until next time, this is Stefan from The Stoic Path, helping you decode the hidden patterns of the female mind.